walk away from that for a second. I'm your host, Insane Pig Gaming. I got told that I didn't have work today, so I'm here bringing you guys a video while I wait for my friends to get online today. So I decided to tamper with a few things today, like when you set a spawn, you only spawn away 10 blocks from each way. I also tampered with a new toggle system for buttons, so you can use a button as a switch. So it keeps it open as long as you need to. See? Just to show you again. So it keeps it on as long as possible, or for as long as you need it to be. And then I was working on this yesterday. I think you guys saw this, where every time you open it, it would give you 1, which I realized was a bad idea. So that brings me to this fucking mess. Let me get rid of this. This isn't part of it. That was just another toggle system. Just get rid of that real quick, you know. Alright. So, obviously this one's gonna sound immensely annoying. Just grab that. So a chicken was standing on this, was taking all this stuff. So I made a toggle system. Now obviously you could really jeopardize how this goes, because you can just stand on that one button below you for like as long as you want. But what it's gonna be is people are only allowed to open that chest once, and then they have to leave. Hopefully they follow the rules. But so this is my weird toggle system I've got going on. So you use a hopper, 2 hoppers, with 1 item flipping between it, and you use a comparator on the side and then a redstone repeater, and then either side will go up and down. So you need at least one of these to be active when this presses down. So you always get 1 item. This was also another test I was doing. That didn't work. Let me actually just get rid of most of this, so you guys can see what we're working with over here. Should have cleaned all this up before I started. So this is my first time working with RedStone. Kind of just freeballing it right now. Alright. So this is the contraption, which I don't think this is doing anything. No, that's not part of it either. And neither is this. This is just something else. That was connected to a trap chest. So, this is the basics of what I have designed. So, when you step on that pressure plate, it'll send a pulse all the way up, and it'll determine which one you get. So, this is where the toggle piece comes in. So, the redstone repeater sends a power through that block before it updates and goes back up, hopefully, and it'll send a pulse to the dropper, which is nothing in the dropper, but if we put the diamonds in here and we put the sword in here, depending on how you're going in, if you walk in, you look in here and you get a diamond and a sword, which is pretty helpful because you're only supposed to be getting like 2-3 things out of this. Now, through this video I'm going to try to make it to where this pulses more than once after it's been hit. I'm trying to think of how to get it to pulse twice. I'm not good at redstone, so actually, you know what we could do? Put another repeater down. So then it pulses twice. There we go. So how many diamonds are in there? 5. So if they hit that, maybe we do need to set that to 4. Hold up. Alright, so you hit that. There you go. So now you got the 3 diamonds. So we're going to have to make that to where this drops at least 3 emeralds, because emeralds are going to be expensive. And then these chests are just so I can fill up everything, put a bunch of stuff in here, and the hoppers will just collect and drop it in there. So I don't have to come back to the dungeon 5 times a day because someone's been ransacking everything. There's also gonna be like 1 million of these, so I don't know how laggy the world's gonna be with like 1 million pistons. I gotta take my necklace off real quick. Shit. There we go. So this is the best design I could think of. I couldn't make this any more compact, even if I tried, because I was gonna make it to where these would just run up the middle and then split off, but I found out that these will activate at the same time on here, so I had to do that way. So yeah, I'll give you a quick look, and as you can see, those are active, and then only the redstone past this point would go if these were down. Of course, it's really loud, so if you're in the dungeon and you come here and you hear this sound, it's obvious that you have an automatic chest filler. Hoping to God people won't abuse that, but you know, Minecraft, everybody will. So this is going to be filled to the teeth with armor and tools. This will be filled to the teeth with emeralds and diamonds and stuff like that. We're going to be putting this into our actual world, which will be interesting enough to see, at least. So depending on how tough the dungeon is going to be, depends on how much we're going to have in this world. So this will be crazy. So yeah, they'll get 1 tool or weapon from the chest, or armor, or random item. We're also going to be putting junk inside there, so people have a random chance of getting junk. And then, because I don't know if it drops correctly into these, or if these drop out correctly, so I don't know how random that's going to be, but there's going to be about pretty much the full chest is going to be emerald, and then that chest is going to be something else. So if someone really wanted to, they could just stand here and it'll set off a pulse for like 1 million items, which actually does that. So yeah, that is going to be like the one difficult part about this, is we're going to have to actually trust people. Trying to think of a way to make it to where it only activates once when you're in the dungeon. I guess I could always just hide the pressure plate, and if someone doesn't touch it, they don't get any loot. If anyone's watching this and they're a Redstone mastermind, please tell me how to make this work. Because it's working. It is working. But the whole factor of trying to get this to actually... Because then we could also do a redstone repeater here and get it on a 3-click. And then do that. And then you'd get, hopefully, 3 diamonds. So there's 5 in there. You only got 1 diamond that time. That time is 2. Alright, so that does not work. Sadly, does not work. Alright, so 3 diamonds in there, and then sword in there. Figuring this out will be a pain in my ass. Because this is going to be a big part to the whole adventuring thing in the game. Because what we're also going to be doing is, funnily enough, this is all we're actually going to be doing, is we're going to be putting a dispenser into the ground. This is how our mob traps are going to work, at least. And then put a stone pressure plate over that, and then have mob eggs inside there, so when they walk over it, a mob will spawn. Or we could even put fire charges in there for as a trap for the fire charges. Do that, and then so then when you walk over it, you'll catch on fire. Pew. Actually, I kind of want to see if that actually will do damage to me. Hold up. Whoa, shit. Alright, so it does do damage. But if you're walking over it fast enough, you won't get hit. But what I guess you could do is fill that up with instant damage potions. Can you really? They don't stack anymore? Oh, that's gonna be terrible. Oh, those used to stack. They don't work like they used to anymore. Oh, wait, no. That's because it's not a splash potion. Whoopsies. I thought that was splash now. But you still only get one. So then... and then you have weakness for 120 something. Alright. We'll figure that out on a different day. I need to get this done, because we are building our first dungeon today, which is also going to be the main storyline as well. But that's also why we have this over here, testing how far you spawn away, because I do have to build the dungeon inside, so it's a 10 block radius from where it spawns. I get to have fun with that one today. So yeah, this will also be an indicator of if you're close to a dungeon. Tink, 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 tink. Tink, tink, tink. Exactly. All the blacksmiths are hard at work over here. So, basic design, or as basic as it gets. Jesus. Alright, let's go back to the other world. Exit game. Okay. Yay. So bad. Alright, go into the RPG, load it. Okay. Alright. There's a horse over there. Alright, so where we left off was we finished the village. Amazingly, we finished this. Or partially finished this. I don't know. I might come back and work on a few little things. We have the stables outside, and then we have that tent. Now, I gotta figure a way, because that's where the first dungeon is going, is right there. So I gotta see if there's a way to get from here to up there. And if not, I need to make a way to really get from here to there. So, I need a grass block to mimic the grass. So, jump from there to there. And then, actually come from here Put this here. There you go. Oop. Let's go to third person mode real quick. So then, there you go. That's how you're gonna get up to here. Which, this will be the first dungeon. Which, sadly enough, we're gonna have to use torches. Because I can't see shit. And then getting back out, we gotta make sure they can get back out. Yeah. So they can get in and out pretty easy. Then we gotta make sure this dungeon... Alright, so that's as far as it goes. So since this is the first dungeon and we're in the middle map, this is gonna be a semi-easy dungeon. There's gonna be one puzzle and one set of traps. And then the chest will go right here. So let's work on some of the traps first. Or the lava trap first. So lava trap will go right here. I need stone. A dispenser. Cover this up. You don't want them being able to run through the lava. Alrighty. So now I need... There will be a switch, like an actual lever that you pull. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and do a pressure plate on both sides. So pressure plate there, pressure plate there. This will be interesting, because we have to get it to go all the way up. So it'll connect back over here. And then they'll run through up here. Now, where am I in this wall actually? Alright, so we need to bring this up by one, up by another one, because then that's where it is right there. Alright. And then this is all going to be covered by the end of this, hopefully. So then redstone lining the top of them. Yeah, no, we can't get it to go through like that. And then we're gonna also have to have repeaters. But what I want to try first is to see if this will actually work the way I'm planning it. So I want buckets of lava in these. And then one more. Yeek. And then we wait for the lava to dissipate, you know. Because what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna have this here, so that mess shouldn't have happened afterwards when we're done. and then these will be connected to it, so just gotta wait for it to disappear. You know what, we'll just help speed this process along. Alright, there we go. So then we need, because as everybody knows, that you can't have redstone go too long without a power source. So we're actually gonna need a repeater. I don't know if that repeater's gonna, alright, disconnect. Alright. And then 2, 3, I need light. Light. And then up one, up another one, up another one. Shit. No, because we need to come up and around over here. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll add another repeater right here and have it come up this way. We're gonna have a lot of fucking cover work to do as well. And then see if that works. Sounded like it worked. So now all that's left is to cover up the walls with the exposed redstone. Oops. So then all you see is that, and then fuck. I didn't think. That's what happens when you don't think, guys. Alright, what we'll do is we'll get rid of this one, which sucks because now we have to open up that. Shitty. Put that there. And then block this all up. Because you don't want them just being able to run straight through. Gotta kind of make it to where it's like, can't just run through here. One there, and then 2 there. So then yeah. So they come down, instantly thinking this is harmless. So they run down. Gotta see if the lava goes down into a straight formation. Because what we're also gonna do is we're gonna leave this the way it is. We're also gonna keep the lava there, so when someone hits the pressure plate, it turns back into normal. And then we're gonna put one here, and one here. Oh wait, no, can't put one there. Actually, we'll work on that last, because those are simple. That's just more or less putting something down. I hate that block. Get rid of it. Alright, so this is where the pain in the ass troubles come in. So we need a sticky piston, block. We need hoppers. I got 1,000 fucking text messages. So then we need droppers, that, we do need a normal chest. Then we need redstone itself, and then we need pressure, because we're gonna need a pressure plate as well. Do we need redstone torch? I can't remember. Alright, well, let's start with the pressure plate. Pressure plate will go right here. Chest goes right here with a hopper on top. That'll be covered up, so all they'll see is this. Sorry for the loud noise outside, guys. So then, put the droppers here. And then the droppers have to have their own hoppers. I'm just putting down the basic things on here, guys, so. And then they both get chests, because that's where the stuff will be. And then hopefully I can make this a little bit more compact than the last one. So let's move this up one more so I have a little bit more room to work. So then you need a redstone repeater for this one, and then that one. But then we also want to make this one on the right drop 2. So then this one gets set to 4, or it won't drop 2 items for you. And then we're also gonna have to have this here and this here. So then this is where it gets a little more tricky. Ooh, tricky, tricky. Push the wall back a few. I just heard some weird fucking noise. It's probably the horse that's out there. It's been stuck out there. I think we need to push that back at least a few more. Pull that back up. Really quick, I do need a torch because I can barely see, and if I can't see, you guys can't see. Alright. So then you'll have the redstone here and there, and then the block that powers both of them, and then you're gonna have the sticky pistons. So on top up here you will have up here we'll put the cool little invention down. I can't remember who started the hopper clock, but if you go on YouTube you can learn how to actually make this. It's simple. The torch in, and then put that there and that there, and then we need to raise the roof a little bit more. This is, ooh, bad news. So we can't go out any further, but luckily, I don't, shit, we might actually have to. Because when you put the comparator down, alright, we'll fix up the wall in a second. Because then you need a repeater, and then you need redstone. That leads to that block. There you go. So that's one, but now we need to fix this wall real quick, because if somebody just, you know, happens to see a giant gaping hole, they're gonna be like, oh, well, that's a dungeon. Alright. What sucks is you'll still hear the sounds of this, so now you need a repeater. Now if you guys are asking why you need a repeater, it's because the comparator only pushes out one pulse for a block. And there you go. So this is quite annoying, the whole sound, but you can't really muffle that, sadly. So you get here and all you hear is pistons going back and forth. And then it lags, because, you know, this is somewhat laggy. Alright, so then you need a redstone repeater on both ends, and then to make sure that they work, grab a redstone torch. Alright, and then so that works. Now, I wish I'd be able to make this to where this was only on when someone stepped on it. Sadly, I don't know how to. Again, if anyone knows how to work with redstone, much obliged, I'd come and help. Alright, so now we need it to where our redstone meets up with that pressure plate. So that's where the flooring is. It's probably as far down. Actually, no, we don't even need to go down that far. We just need it here. So now we push this out by 2 or till there, so I can get to this. There you go. And then fill that in, come back up, place the redstone. You can actually put a repeater here just to make the signal a little stronger. Just keep that open for now just so I know where it is. And then another repeater here, and then we'll put one more right here just to make sure the thing doesn't what do you call it, to make sure that the signal doesn't die out through the tunnel. Alright, so now we need our pressure plate, and then we have to also tunnel the player in, because if we don't, then they won't get anything. So you put that there, and then put it up twice like this. So then they just, there you go. And you hear the ding 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 sound. So now we can patch this up. We have to leave that open for us so we can leave. But we put that there. Now, sadly, that sound will be there for the rest of the game. And it will be as laggy for the rest of the game. So now we're just gonna grab, this is the right one, right? Oh fuck, I also forgot chests need their little open space so you can open them. So these are just gonna be filled with emerald, which then are gonna be dropped into there. So we should probably have done that first, but you know what, whatever. So let's go into here and just fill those up first, and then we need to fill this one up because then it'll just keep grabbing from there. So, and then you throw the rest into here, which this one's just going to be an emerald dropper anyways, so it doesn't really matter. And then again, luckily no one will ever be able to find this, the chest. I wish I could make this quieter. Actually, you know what? Let's try something different. Let's get rid of this and let's just make it to where, because that's very loud and that will get very laggy because you'll have a million pistons going off at the same time in a game. So let's just make it to where it just activates it. Let's see how well this works. Because either way, they were gonna get either one of that and a few of this, because of the way the piston works. But hopefully this will just make it slightly easier to work with. So let's finish filling this up. And then this way it's actually quiet and less laggy. Alright, so that's done. And then, just for the sake of this, we're gonna add diamonds in here. Just to see how this works. So now we come down here. Float above the pressure plate. So you'll walk in. You got 1 diamond, 1 emerald. 1 emerald, 2 diamonds. When that activates, it's supposed to give you 2. Is there a way to delay that even more? What about now? So wait, hold up. 3. Why is that only giving you 1? Hold up. Let me just put a pressure plate right here. That should have given you an odd number. Hold up. No. It's still the same. See, and then all I have to do is press that and it goes back in. Because if you press this, no, because that's still activated. Now what if I do that? If I do this, there you go. So that should have now given you 1 odd. Now it sucks is I wanted to make it to where you can get like 3 to 4 to 5 emeralds at a time. Oops. Because you're only going to be able to get 1 rare item, and then sadly only 2 of this, unless I can extend this further out without it making it justifiably crazy like that. Because then you'd need to cover this. So then you'd come up to it, you got like this one little crack that you can see the chest through. Which I guess isn't too bad compared to some of the other dungeons I used to make. So let's try this. Let's try to make another one. So then you need that, and then redstone. We might not be able to do this one. Now we can put this one here, and then let's see if we can get. Would that give us 2? Yeah, that only gave us 2. Because by this one, it's already gotten hit twice with that repeater thing. So let's try another one of this. No, because then you're still getting hit twice for that. I was actually gonna make it to where there was a button at the front of the dungeon, and you had to press the button like 4 or 5 times before you go in, and it would drop in loot for you. It'd be like a dungeon resetter, which might not be a bad idea. Now I'm thinking about it, because like I'm looking at this, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Alright, well, let's get rid of this. Because you can... Because if I get rid of that, yeah, then you got the giant fucking thing there. You can get rid of this one, though. I think you can get rid of that one. Because we need to be able to cover that, so... Give me a second. So then we can get rid of that, and then that. Cover... Can't cover it completely up because I gotta get back in to fill up that last chest. But then you can cover that up. And then cover that one up. And then we use a stone brick stair. And there you go. You guys are probably saying, like, why don't you just push the chest out one more and put the thingy back there? It would not be a bad idea. Try something. So I'm trying to remember where things are. Alright, so hopper, chest, the chest here. Destroy that so I can get in. Shit, I actually won't be able to do that. Hold up. There we go. Is that connected to it? Yeah. Alright. Now see, the problem I have with this is there's one big flaw. You can still see it from behind the chest. Actually, no, people won't even be able to activate that because there'll be nothing in it. Alright, so cool. That doesn't even matter then. So... the hardest part is going to be to put all the loot inside this big chest over here. Yeah, I'm the only one on. Sadly, but delete that pressure plate now. We've made a mess of this, guys. We've made an absolute mess. I wanted to find a way to make it to where the pulse stays on longer. Alright, and then cover that up. And then gotta leave that one open. See, I didn't need to break this open as far as I did. So this will all just be put a torch right next to the two chests, because that's where I'm going to need to be able to go. So put one there, and then one there, and then I won't need to be able to activate any of this. All this is just going to be... There we go. Sucks is for this one, I'm going to have to actually be able to go in there first. Alright, so grab all those diamonds, because not giving people diamonds. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, so we can do that. And then now all I gotta do is fill up this chest and see how well that works. So we're gonna add some random things to this chest. So yeah, that's all in there now. So just random items. We'll do a full set of stone, boots, pants, one diamond chest plate. Because they're only going to be getting one of these at a time, so we'll do one of every sword. We'll put a bow. We won't put arrows because arrows will just stack up way too much. And getting one arrow from a thing you're supposed to get something good from isn't really nice. We'll put 2 sets of that in there, I guess. Got a comment. Boom chakalaka. And it is Allie. Hello, Allie. Let me go check something real quick. A message saying to watch it. Read the message. Yeah, you're always on here. Every broadcast I do. To catch you up to Penny. Fuck off. Jesus. Whatever. Alright, so to catch you up to speed, Allie, what I've done is I'm making a dungeon with a refillable chest. My cat would shut the fuck up. Right now, all we've got is the, all we've got left to do is to put this stuff in. So there's things in there and things in there. And then I need to cover that back up. So now all I gotta do is fill up this chest with random items. Penny! Penny! Fuck off! Like, seriously? Let's do these. put one of those. So as the dungeon progresses, they'll get better stuff. Oh my god. Let's pick some random potions from here to throw in there as well. Actually, would a dropper break that? It'd be a nice little joke too though, so I guess that works. We'll throw a blaze rod in and a stick. Those do count as weapons in this game. Penny, shush. We'll do a Book of Thorns, Protection V, do a Mending 1, Fire Aspect, Knockback, and we'll do Sharpness. And we'll give those to them. Alright. And then once in a while I'll just have to come back in here and throw in random loot. We'll do a few pieces of this stuff. Try not to duplicate too much of the armor and stuff that's in here. Put a book and quill, 2 books of quills in. So they'll really get some really random stuff from this. It's not going to be all the time amazing loot. A lot of the times it'll just be random stuff I think of. Actually threw some water bottles in there to piss off one of my friends. Hopefully he gets one of those. We'll throw in 1 bottling of enchanting because I can't put too many of those in. Because I think those stack. Yeah. They stack, so no. What else can we put in there? We'll do another set of this, and then we'll do a set of that. But I don't want it to be too close together. Alright. So there we go. All the fun stuff. So this dungeon is done. Well, partially. Now I get to have a little bit of fun with the rest of this. So we'll actually leave that 1 hole there so I know where to go when I come back in. So we'll test, actually, you know what, leave that open so I can test this. So you get an emerald and a shovel. And then hopefully I can just throw these back into here and then throw this back into there. So there we go. Again, we'll leave that hole open for me so I know where to go. Then I need to fly the fuck out. Put that there. As my friend gets bitched the fuck out. Alright, so now we're gonna do this stupid little dispenser trick. As my cat dies. So then you put one of these in, put that on there, and then I guess we'll do skeletons for this one. So a skeleton spawner. So it's an easy dungeon. Gotta wait for the lava to go down. Actually, you know what? Put the lava back. Because I need that to be open so people get confused when they come in here. So then, there you go. And then we'll leave a few skeletons heads out. That'll let people know that there is a dungeon here. Do the old stupid little trick with the redstone, making it look like blood. So there you go, you got blood going everywhere. It's not supposed to be an amazing dungeon, but it is a dungeon. So if they got a fire resistant potion, they can just fly through there. And then I want to make it to where someone could accidentally hit that. So if they don't notice it, because that's not, like, you get past this, you're not really going to notice that, and then you'll walk right over it. And then hopefully no one will actually notice this, and then it'll just press it and it'll give them loot. Instead of someone actually sitting there spamming this shit. Alright. There we go. Make sure the mountain looks nice. There we go. Because I'm pretty sure that's where one of the redstone things are. No? Oh, that was actually normal like that. Okay. Well, then I did a good job because I can't tell where the redstone fuck up was. So that's one of the dungeons. I'm going to attempt to do the spawn, which I really don't want to do. Alright, so spawn needs to be somewhere close to this village because this is going to be the main spawn. We might do a temple looking thing over here. I also don't want to keep it too close to this place. Actually, I've always wanted to know what the fuck goes over here. Because there's something on the map. Oh! There's actually a village here. So people can come through here, I guess, for villagers. Weaponsmith. That's a weaponsmith. Alright. We might come through and revamp this, though. Just make this look a little bit better. Is there anything in these? No. So me and my friends might come through here and just revamp their houses. Alright. Let's say right around... No, because we could do another village here, so we might do another village right next to here. So let's go over into these plains over here. And let's build our underground piece. Because that's what it's going to be. It's going to be underground anyway, so it's not really that important. But I do need a beacon and that. That's going to signify for me where the fuck I'm going to be at. Because I don't think I can actually see the village from here. If I actually go off and do that. Actually, you can. You can see the watchtower. So from here, you can see the watchtower, kind of. If you're flying. Get rid of this one floating block. What the fuck? Oh, I think my friend put this here because he wanted to make a house over here. Well, let's... Sorry, let's get rid of this one. Because, yeah, he was like, oh, we should build a house over here. This would be nice. It actually would have been nice to build, like, a little house there and then live, like, right next to the water. So the beam's on my left, but I want to get rid of these floating blocks as well as I'm working. So I don't want just random floating blocks everywhere. Alrighty. I don't even know how I'm gonna do this. Like, if I should use dynamite or something. Alright. Let's just go down first. I found iron. Alright, so I want it to be somewhat deep underground. We could literally just start it off right here. Let me get some torches. Light up the place really quick. Thought that was diamond for a minute. I was like, what the fuck? Alright, this is a lot. Oh, it died. Alright, so we can either use this one, or I can try to build my own. Go around here, place a few torches down. That's going further into a mine. So that's what also sucks, is you end up with these things. And now I can't figure out where I dug that hole. I think it was over here. Nope. You know what, we're gonna put it here though, so. Alrighty. So the other hole was over there. Right there. See if we can find that one real quick underground. So I think it was actually here somewhere. Yeah, right here. Put that there. So now we need to get rid of the water and the lava. Actually, we probably don't need to get rid of the lava. We could probably just block this section off. This is just going to be the main floor we'll have. So what I want to do, doesn't matter how I have the top set up, I'm going to have most likely bombs to destroy the thing and make like a giant hole coming down. And if not a giant hole, I might just do... Oh wait, I have torches on me. Cool. If I don't do the giant hole, I'm probably just gonna do either a 6x6 hole coming down. So this is gonna be the main room. So we probably just block this off. So this will be the main room. I need to... I don't even know why I'm doing this, because I actually have to replace all this with stone brick anyways. Oh, my eyes are mad itchy. Yay. So, luckily for me, a lot of this tunnel leads straight out. So I'll be able to make... Well, it doesn't lead straight out, it just leads out somewhere. That one doesn't lead out. Cool, we'll use that one to get out. We'll make a tunnel thing with that. Does this lead it anywhere? Yeah, that leads somewhere. I don't want to go there. I don't want people to go there, I should say. There we go. And then we'll block... we might leave this one here. So... Please. That there, and then that there, and then... Oh, this'll be fun. Ow, fuck. Alright. Alright, so my thought was... We'll take... this basic hole design. And push this all the way up to the top. So, let's do that now. Hope to God we don't hit the beacon. Alright, so it doesn't look like we're gonna hit the beacon, but we do need to fill in these holes now. And then fill in this one. Alrighty. There we go. Alright, so let's get to work. So that's the corner. So we'll do each corner first, so we know where we're digging. There's past gravel. That's gonna suck because there's a lot of gravel in there. Yep, gravel. Two pieces of gravel. Oh, actually 3. So if you're wondering why we're doing the holes first, is because after we do the holes, we can figure out where to do it from the top, so we don't have to worry about gravel and stuff like that. So we got 2 more holes to drill. One more hole. Alrighty. So now we need to drill down. So yeah, that's exactly why we did the holes from the bottom first, so we can figure out where to drill from the top. Because there is gravel here and I don't feel like cleaning up all gravel. Hopefully this will be a nice build, not like something too crazy, but still something nice for someone to enjoy. Because we did the same exact build type on the PS3 version, and this is what we ended up coming up with. Hopefully this will still work. And I am getting hungry. So yeah, this is going to be the main spawn. Hopefully I'll be able to do this without worrying about anything. Because the top half has to be open, or people will spawn up here. And if they spawn up there, well, we're kind of fucked. That's why I wish spawning was a little more precise when he says world spawn. Actually, you know what? Yeah, the sides of these walls have to become a, like a fortress kind of thing. Now we have a giant hole in the ground, which we now need to push this all back. And as we work, we are going to leave that there until I finish this spawn. Come on. Go down the hole. No. Rude. Piggy! Come here, Piggly Wiggly. Come on. Come on. No, no, no. The hole's that way. No, what are you doing? Piggly Wiggly. Come on. Sheep's next to it. Goodbye. I swear to God, I was just testing the drop. Alright. So we need those. Stone brick stairs, stone brick that thing. We're gonna need planks and that. And most likely we will need stairs and dark oaks. I will start up the broadcast again when I finish this, because this is going to be boring and tedious, and I don't think you guys are going to want to watch it, so I will start my broadcast after I finish this tunnel. But till then, see you guys.